Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we got a video by Austin Sweat titled Ranking the Best Player from Every NBA Team 2019-20, man. As in the 2019-2020 NBA season. So basically, you know, I think we've seen videos like this before. Not only is he gonna be ranking, like saying like the best one each team is, but also putting like those players in order from worst to best, man. So yeah, definitely has some capabilities, have some bullshit up in here, man. But also could be pretty good. It's got 5,000 likes, 566 dislikes. So I'm going to be expecting a pretty accurate list. Link to his channel, man, in the description, like always. And here we go. Let's get it.
Look at
Wait, hit that like button, too, man. I can already see the Charlotte Hornets, man. Damn. Devontae Graham, right?
30. In the Charlotte Hornets with Terry Rozier.
Nope, it's
Even though
Devontae
he's
Graham.
last on this list, he isn't playing terrible, averaging about 16.
Or
a
even
game right
PJ.
now, and that's the pace I expect him to stay at throughout the year.
This guy got the biggest bitch ass contract. Don't mean he's the best player, man. Like I'm taking damn Devontae or I'm taking PJ over Terry Rozier right now. Oh my god, man. You know, I need a well, this is just coffee in here, but I wish it was something else at the moment. Okay, I don't want to drink it too fast. It's hot. It's hot.
29. The Knicks with
Knicks.
RJ Barrett. RJ's had a strong
Y'all
start
think
to
he's
his
better
NBA
than
career,
Julius
and a
already?
better one than
You
I
guys think
thought
he's
he
better than
would.
Julius
He
already?
always just gave off the vibe to me that he'd be a bust, but he's been great so far. 28. The Grizzlies with Ja Morant. At this point in time, Ja and RJ could be interchangeable on this list, but I ranked Morant ahead because I think he'll finish out the season stronger.
How's Jaren
and
Jackson
just
doing this year,
because
though?
Barrett's
That's the
on
real
it.
question,
And
right?
speaking of bad teams, 27 goes to the Orlando Magic and Nikola Vucevic. And you might be surprised to see him ranked here because he was an all-star from last year.
He fell off,
but
though.
to be honest, the man may have peaked last season.
Oh, one-hit
I don't
wonder,
know that
man.
He's going to be able to play any better than he did. But up until this point, he's still definitely the Magic's best player.
Like the damn
which
Justin
is
Bieber
sad
of the
considering all
NBA.
the young talent
One-hit
they have.
wonder.
26.
Baby.
The Cavs with Kevin Love. To be honest, I got nothing. 25. The Bulls with Zach LaVine.
Kevin Love at 20, what was it, 26? Is he gonna tell, man, he's a pretty good player this year. He's a pretty good player.
Don't get me wrong, I know it sounds bad having LaVine ranked at 25, but you can't blame me with the competition ranked ahead of him. He's a great scorer and all, but so far, still can't lead his team to wins. A guy that's been a little bit of a better leader though is number 24's best player in the Kings, who have De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I agree with that,
De'Aaron's
okay.
ranked slightly ahead of LaVine for his total impact on his team. He makes his team
LaVine's
better,
not playing
he's a leader,
as good
and he
as
makes
last
a difference
year.
in terms of
Bulls
wins and
fans will say
losses.
otherwise.
The man's a great young point guard right now.
They
He
get
has the
mad.
potential
They get
to
mad
be
whenever
one of the
LaVine
top
gets
ones in the
disrespected.
NBA in the future,
Yeah, they get
if
mad.
he keeps things going how he has. 23 is another young player with a lot of potential.
Zion?
And the Pelicans with
Zion.
Brandon Ingram.
Right, yeah, oh, Ingram,
After
yeah,
what we saw
yeah.
him go through in
Yep.
LA, I'm hoping that Ingram can keep up the pace that he's at right now all year long.
He's doing great.
Because while it's currently only the beginning of the season, he's playing as good as everyone's waited for him to be. Currently averaging 26, 7, and 4. I had doubts that he ever would be that good, and there wasn't a lot
Right,
of
because everyone was saying like Zion's gonna be the best player, but like if Ingram's playing like that, that's some damn big shoes to fill for Zion.
coming
So
from him back then that would have
to be the
changed my
best,
mind. Up
like
until
no one ever
halfway through
was.
last year when I don't know
To catch them
something
is my real
finally
test, to
clicked
train
for
them
him,
is my
and
cause.
he's been great ever since. And the longer he plays this well, the more he'll deserve to be ranked higher in the future. And while we're still on young players, number 22 goes to the Hawks for Trae Young.
Ooh, that's
I mean, talk about hot start.
Damn, man,
So far,
22.
really nobody else in Atlanta has really stood out. But that's probably because Trey's taken all the spotlight.
Vince Carter.
And at this point, I'm convinced Trey's this generation's Steve Nash. He's 6'1", doesn't look like a superstar, or even your typical NBA player.
He's quite honestly more Steph Curry than Steve Nash. He shoots way too much to be Steve Nash. Like, I guess he can get like other players involved out there. But yeah, I would say he's more Steph Curry than anything.
But he really plays like a star, and the Atlanta Hawks are a perfect
Way he pulls
fit
up,
for him.
like Steve Nash never did that
21,
shit.
The Spurs with DeMar DeRozan. I mean, this spot for the Spurs could have equally gone to LaMarcus Aldridge because they contribute pretty much equally to the team. But we chose DeMar because LA's 34.
I do got a question though. There's a lot of Spurs fans. You know, once LaMarcus Aldridge dropped that 39 points, I had probably 300 people message me. Then the next game against the Celtics, he had like 4. Nobody said anything to me, man. Like, why not? Why didn't you say
But
anything?
his game's probably going to be declining.
I'm just wondering.
Time now. Number 20, the Thunder with Chris Paul.
It was crickets, man.
Currently, Shai
Absolute crickets.
Alexander is making a run at being OKC's best player. But for now, we can't give it to anyone but CP3.
I love that
don't
movie
know what
does
to
right
say
there.
about Chris
It's
at
so
this point.
crispy, man.
It's just weird that he's still on the Thunder. And he's clearly not the same player he once was. But the past couple
Still
of
take
seasons,
him on Detroit,
he's still
though.
been a top 5 point
I'd
guard
still
in the
take him.
NBA. So don't let him being on a bad team make you think he's a nobody now.
I'm probably taking De'Aaron Fox or Trae Young over Chris Paul, by the way. As far as like, yeah.
And speaking of being on a bad team, 19 is the Suns with Devin Booker. As soon as the Suns start coming up with winning seasons, will be when Devin Booker starts finally getting the credit.
They're not even bad this year.
But until then, he's just a great scorer on a bad team.
They're playing good this year. Where's my phone? Hey Siri, what's the Phoenix Suns record?
The Suns are currently 6-3.
They're 6-3. Come on, man. The losing has been eclipsed by the sun. That's a pun. That just rhymed. Okay, cool.
This year, 18, the Jazz and Donovan Mitchell. You can tell Mitchell's been putting in work this offseason. He's shown huge improvements to his game in posting up, cutting to the basket, playing on and off the ball, and shooting mid-range. He's always gotten comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but coming out this season, they're more relevant than ever. And in just his third year, Mitchell's been getting better every season.
Fun player to watch.
Damn sure. Has played as big of a part in
I
his
still take Luke Kennard over him though.
Everyone expected
in the draft
17,
every time. Every
the
time.
Raptors with Pascal Siakam.
Every time.
Not gonna lie, Siakam was one of the toughest players to rank. He won the Most Improved Player award last year, then was the second option on a championship team, and played great in every series on both ends. There's not much left he has to improve to show that he's the real deal.
Be the leader.
And now to start this year with Kawhi gone,
he's gotta be a leader.
Like he's having another breakout season. The only thing there is left for him to show though is consistency. He can become an elite level player. He's just got to show that he can do it night in and night out in the long run.
He'll get it done.
Once he can do that, he'll deserve to be ranked a lot higher. Another player in a similar position is number 16 with the Mavs and Luka Doncic.
Damn, man,
and
16.
It hurts me to put Doncic at 16.
That's so low.
I wanted to put him a lot higher, but hot takes and predictions and ranking videos don't always go over so well. But early in the season so far, the man...
It's not even a hot take anymore. The man playing like an MVP. I'm gonna have to see the 15 players ahead of him to really get mad though, because Luka he's that guy, man. He's that guy.
26, 10, and 9 assists a game, and I expect him to keep up a similar pace. In only his second season in the league, he's already shown that he's a team leader, at times a walking triple-double, and without a doubt one of the most skilled players in the NBA. And just like Siakam, the longer he keeps this up, the higher he'll rank. But for now, he's still yet to play.
What's he got to do to get to that next level? Probably win some playoff games, right?
So it makes sense why he'd rank here. 15, the Pistons with Blake Griffin.
Fucking at 15?
Career year last year.
The man. What? Yeah, this. If he was on any other team, he did what he did last year. Maybe top 5 player, bro. Not top 5, but you know, we know like definitely not 15th. 15th? Like literally, man. Somebody used, people used to call this man like one of the best power forwards in the NBA on the Clippers, and he had his best year on Detroit, and now he's 15th.
And hopefully this season he ends up doing the same thing. But he wasn't able to train or practice at all this offseason because
don't matter. He's chilling.
So let's all just hope he continues on the same path when he comes back. The number 14 is also someone who's dealing with knee injury with the Indiana Pacers and Victor Oladipo.
Blake Griffin's better than Victor Oladipo.
Got a long way ahead of him before he's going to return.
Blake Griffin's a better basketball player than Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo's a good player, but Blake's better.
Better than he was from where he left off. Last time he was healthy though,
I'd probably take Luka too, man, over Victor.
In the league. He's dropped down a little since then, but we'll assume that when he does come back, this is right around where he should rank overall. 13, the Timberwolves with Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay, fair enough.
Looks like it's going to be Towns' year to take that
the way he's been playing.
Step. And waiting on
not gonna disrespect.
Because after his second season in the league where he put up 25 and 12, he dropped off for a couple of years. So I'm hoping this is finally when he really steps up to that next level.
Has he really dropped off?
Only time will tell. I mean, he's
always felt like he was getting better.
You can possibly ask for out of a center. He shoots over 40% from 3, can block shots, post up, score, defend, and rebound.
But can you win playoff games?
All the tools to be the best center in the league.
Can you win?
He's just not.
They're actually looking good
yet.
this year. So
number 12, the Wizards with Bradley Beal. In the past year or so with John Wall
once again taking Blake Griffin over Bradley Beal.
26-point per game scorer to go along with 6 assists and 5 rebounds a game, which I definitely think.
And I'm not even biased, man.
3 shooting guard
if I wasn't a Piston fan or Blake Griffin wasn't on the Pistons, I'd be saying the same damn thing, no matter what team he was ranked on.
Behind James Harden and Klay Thompson when he's healthy. He's an all-around great player that could fit in as an all-star first or second option on any team in the league. 11, the Miami Heat with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy's never really been the type of guy where stats reflect how good he is or has been for a team.
Yeah, I love how he plays.
Does everything on the floor that goes unnoticed. I'm sure if he didn't take so much pride in guarding the other team's best player, diving after loose balls and leading the team, he could average slightly better stats. But that's what makes him who he is, and he's been doing a great job of making.
It's because of those things that he's ranked right here too.
Threats so far. something he's been known to do for every
Casuals
team
won't
he's
see
been on.
that, though.
Then number 10 goes to the Boston Celtics for Kemba Walker. And Kemba's been quietly having the start to his best season in the league.
Been nice,
and
but
started out doing a much better job with these young
okay.
Celtics than Kyrie Irving did, which by the end of the season could even result in Kemba being ranked as a better overall point guard than Irving, if Kyrie didn't already have such a great record in the playoffs. But for Kemba, he plays off the ball and gives up entire possessions where he doesn't even touch the ball so the other guys can get involved. Something Kyrie rarely did.
That's
on
what I
his
like to
team.
see.
But
I knew he was
said,
going to be like
Kyrie
that
still
too.
ranks ahead of him, which is why he's number 9 for the Brooklyn Nets. And yes, I included Kyrie over KD because of Durant's injury. And usually, as I did with Oladipo, I still include injured players because we have a basic idea of how good they'll be when they return. But there's still no telling with KD, so I just didn't include him.
I don't think there's
Overall,
much telling
though,
with
he's
Victor
definitely
either.
playing the
Damn, he
best
had a
of his
bad injury,
career.
right?
But I think what I feared would happen is happening. Individually, he's playing great, but the team currently isn't. Then number 8 goes to another point guard from the.
That's because Kyrie's not a leader. He needs to be second in command. He's like the dude. I don't got a good example, man. But you know what I'm saying? We're just like, you know, like when you're like put in charge and give a little bit of power, then all of a sudden you kind of abuse it. But then once, you know, like the person above you is back, it's like, okay, well then you're back to business. And I just feel like Kyrie being that first option just kind of abuses it too much and thinks he deserves, you know, 50 shots a game, where he needs LeBron James or Kevin Durant there to kind of, you know, kind of like reel him in a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? And just make him like, to really get the most out of him. Be like, all right, little brother, no chocolate ice cream for bitch ass breakfast. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm getting out of Kyrie Irving these days.
Trailblazers and Damian Lillard. Dame's still the second best point guard.
He thinks being a leader means
and
taking every shot, but no, it's what Kemba Walker does.
Not much needs to be said
and that is
because
pulling
his
back.
game has really spoken for itself up until this point. Number 7, the 76ers with Joel Embiid. Philly's still looking like the clear favorite.
Damn, he got
to come out of
Jokic
the
over
East,
Embiid, guys.
And Joel's playing a huge part in that.
He's got
The team
Jokic over
overall looks like
Embiid.
they could be future champions. And with Philly not having to fully rely on Joel because of their depth, is going to be great for everyone on the team. But Embiid still isn't the best center in the NBA in my opinion, because that spot belongs to the Denver Nuggets best player, who is number 6.
I think there's arguments for either one.
I still think Jokic is the best center in the league, but that could very easily change as the year goes on. And not because Nikola isn't great, but because Towns and Embiid are closing in on him quick. And Jokic's weight problems aren't doing
No
him
mention of
favors.
Drummond though,
He
right?
said he's purposely playing heavier this year, so people can't back him down as easy.
That's the finesse, bro. You ain't not purposely playing heavy, man. You're not purposely playing heavy this year. You were big enough last year, man. Damn, you just want to pile on that extra dozen donuts of Krispy Kremes, man. Like, I understand, okay? I understand that shit's good, but damn, bro.
But so far, it's negatively affecting his game. So
He
if
said
things
he's
like
playing
this keep
heavier.
up, he could lose a spot pretty quick. He could definitely lose
Bro, you
a
was
spot
heavy
as the
enough
year
last
goes
year, man.
on.
Come on, bro.
Number 5, the Rockets with James Harden. Even
nobody
with
was
Russell
backing you down
Westbrook on the
last year.
team, Harden's picked up right where he left off last year, which has been surprising, but great to see. And so far, they've made things work a lot better than expected. And the MVP race is going to be closer than ever this year, and Harden could without a doubt win it if the Rockets come out on top of the West. Number 4, the Bucks with Giannis.
Okay.
The man who won the MVP last year. And he's playing at a similar pace this season.
If not better.
I mean, he hasn't shown much improvement on his shot, which is disappointing. But hopefully that's going to change. I mean, pretty soon he is.
You know, as far as like seeing like improvement on shots, I've kind of come to the conclusion that Giannis just isn't a 3-point shooter, and I'm okay with that. Like he doesn't need that shot obviously to dominate. It's just not who he is. So you know, I'm done even worrying about Giannis and his 3-point shot.
Going to be climbing these rankings even higher. He's just not there quite yet. Number 3, the Warriors with Steph Curry. But because of his situation, it's why I have Steph Curry most likely to win the MVP award in 2020.
Big yikes, man.
I mean, I don't even know anymore. I thought this was Steph's year.
Curry at
I was
3
excited
though?
for him to break out
That's a
again
little
without
too damn
Durant.
high.
And he wasn't even playing that good before the hand injury. At this point, he's just at number 3 for now, for the little bit of pride I still have left. Number 2, the Lakers.
Time to let
and
that pride
LeBron
go and
James.
put him down the
It was
list.
a very close call on putting LeBron over
Put him
Anthony
below
Davis,
Giannis and
but
Harden
it
at
had to be
least.
done. I haven't been on LeBron's side as much as I should have in the past, but he's still leading this Lakers as good as ever at 35 years
But
old.
everyone was saying he was
Currently averaging
washed.
around 25-11.
They was calling him Lil Washed
and himself and
James.
Davis are both equally contributing to the team, but when it comes down to it, James is still the leader.
Bro, he's
so
a
the
LeGoat,
one that
man.
ranks
That's
him here.
LeGoat.
And then the number 1 spot easily goes to the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard. And there's no arguing with Thanos Jr. here. But because he is here, we had to leave Paul George out of this entire video. But getting ranked as the best player in the NBA for the video more than makes up for it. And hopefully this is a list.
Okay, yeah, like I said, like typically top 5, top 6 rankings, I don't really get too offended by, because like you can make a case for LeBron number 1, you can make a case for Kawhi number 1. I'm sure there's people that can make a case for like Giannis or James Harden number 1. So that doesn't really get to me. I did think early on some of the rankings was a little suspect, but nothing really worth like nitpicking at. Because obviously, you know, we have different views of how we view NBA players and how they play out there, right, man? So overall, you know, it was a nice list. It was a nice list. No big time complaints. You guys let me know in the comment section about, you know, some of the things I was complaining about during the video. But you know what, man? It's just a little nitpicking right there. So, very good video. Link to Austin's channel description below. Thank you all so much for watching. And peace out, my friends.